Oh. Excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, this piece, it always reminds me of the first night we met. Do you remember?
Come on. How could I forget that? I remember that night. We were so nervous. But as we started playing with every keys, every note, our fears, our worries, and nervousness, everything vanished. And like we synchronized immediately.
Jeremiah, why does this feel like the end?
I'll be leaving tomorrow.
I know, I just hope this moment will never come. We've shared so much together, this piano, our music, our dreams. I don't want you to leave, Jeremiah.
Rachel, I understand. I know how you feel. But I just have to take this path, even if it means leaving all this behind.
But are you sure? Can't we find another way to make it work? Can't you find another way to stay? Like, I know we can make it work. I promise, I know we can.
Rachel, I am sorry. I just have to do this for myself, my future.
But what about our future? What about our future?
Rachel, please. Listen, we'll always be connected. Okay? This music, this piece is our bond. Okay? And I just want you to know that no matter where we are, where I go, nothing, no distance can change that. Nothing can separate us.
Promise me. Promise me you'll come back someday.
I promise. But before then, anytime this music plays, anytime you play this piece, just know that somewhere out there, whatever I will be, as you play this piece, I will be playing it too. Okay, as you play with every heartbeat, my heart beats as well. And I'm playing the same piece of ours.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult to say, but I just have to say goodbye. Richard, I understand. I'm sorry.
Please,
I'm
I
sorry,
don't want
Richard.
you to leave, please. There must be another way, please.
Richard, please, I've thought this over and over, Richard. I can't help
Jeremiah,
this.
please, baby, I don't want you to leave.
Please, Richard, please.
I've tried to move on, to find solace in the memories we created. But they've become chains that weigh me down. I've screamed your name in my dreams, Jeremiah, hoping you'd hear me and come back. But the reality is, you're gone. And I am left here struggling to breathe in a world that no longer makes sense. I wish I could understand why you left. The music, it kept me going, but for now, the sound of music, it reminds me of you. So I've decided to follow you to where I hope we can be together again. And maybe there, I can find that peace that eludes me here. I am tired, Jeremiah. I am tired of pretending. I am tired of facing each day without you. I hope you can forgive me for this. I hope, wherever you are, you can understand that this isn't out of anger or blame, but out of the love and desperate need to be with you again, Jeremiah. Goodbye.
Standing by, action, let's go. My name is Christopher Nkemo Okafor.
My name is Alijo Toib.
My name is Ikem Chude.
Hi, my name is Zaisha Joseph.
And I'm a filmmaker.
So, yeah, I'm an actress, writer, and producer, location manager, casting director.
I'm an actor, I'm a writer, I'm a filmmaker. I'm baked bread and butter behind the camera. I started as a production assistant. I did script supervising, I did camera assistant, I did light, I did sound, I did the production coordinating, production management before I came into acting, and then producing, and then directing. So, so I'm a filmmaker.
I played the role of virtually everything, but it was a project I decided to do just to, stretch myself from the norm, stress myself a little bit and like tax myself beyond the limit. So the role I played was a little bit dicey. I played the role of the director, I played the role of the editor, I played the role of the script editor, I played the role of the gaffer, virtually everything.
I played a couple of roles, like I played like the assistant director, the continuity, once in a while I played like the sound man, because we already understood the kind of job we're coming to do. We already know that we have to put in our best, and I guess that's what we all did.
Okay, so I played Rachel. Rachel is a quite interesting character. The whole story is about Rachel not wanting Jeremiah to leave. Now, the interesting thing about this is that we don't know why Jeremiah is leaving. They're both musicians, but the story is about him telling her that he's leaving and her not wanting him to leave, and it's about her trying to hold on to something that they have, to the love that they have. She desperately wants him to stay. She doesn't want him to leave. You don't know where he's going to. We have not a clue, but Rachel loves this man so much that she doesn't want him to leave, and eventually she spirals and she just couldn't live without him anymore.
Okay, my role was Jeremiah. And Jeremiah is a guy that wants to pursue a different path. He had a dream and he wants to follow it, even though he's in love with this girl. That music was their bond, but he still want to try. He want to take an adventure into the unknown, just to pursue his dream.
Yeah, first of all, when the script came out, the challenges I faced was enormous because I was looking at how do I tell this story with nothing. So I decided to start thinking, because the first thing you have to do when you have a script from a little experience is the budget to make the film. So in this movie, it's a short film, there was no budget. So I said, okay, how do I tell this story? So it was a challenge to make a film without no money. So what I did was to look at my skill set and look at the partners and the teams, players I have, those that support me. So the challenge was there, but it was a decision I made to convert that challenge into an opportunity, to convert that challenge into something I could use to make out something. So the first thing I did was skill set. How do I get this thing done without money? I know I could shoot. I'm a cinematographer. I could direct. I could edit. I could do virtually most of the things that are done behind the scenes. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to put on this skill set all alone so that I don't have to pay someone. So what I did was if you watch the behind the scene, you see that from the day one, I took days to first look at the location. It was a house I had available to use. I used the house. I had to, make sure I had to cut out the lights, did the set decor, got all the necessary props I needed, then had to take out time to light up the house, then had to, hook up to my friends who were actors who were ready to work for me for free. Then I also called a good friend of mine who has been there behind the scene, helping me, making sure that I get the job done. So the challenge was, how do I tell this story without money? But I knew at the end of the production, I was able to tell this story with the best skill set that I have and with the best team that worked on me on this project. Besides, they did it for free.
Chris and Okafor, he's a crazy guy. But I love his craziness because we have the same kind of craziness. So we've known, but then we're in the same organization, Nigerian filmmakers in North America, and each time we talk on the group, I see someone that is as crazy as me. Crazy for this job, the passion, the fire for this business. I love this business. I love it. It's my life. It's not just business, not just arts. It's a lifestyle. It's like oxygen. So I saw someone that have the same kind of craziness that I have, the same kind of passion, the same kind of fire. A go-getter. So, and we clicked, we connected, and since then, it's been walk, talking dreams, pursuing dreams, having goals, targeting goals, actualizing goals. And to be honest, each time I'm depressed, I want to be with him so that, we talk about what we love to do, because that's our oxygen. Yeah.
Well, the director is a brother from another mother. He's a partner. He's somebody that I can go to anytime I need a project done. He's somebody that knows what he's doing. And if you're in this line that we are, in this movie making project, you need people that are aligned the same way you are aligned. That's, people that also think the way you think. Because this movie making is not something easy. Imagine someone that is holding the role of a DOP, the sound man, and he knows all these things. Somebody you can learn from. That's who Chris is, and that's one of the reasons why I work with him.
Yeah, now back to skill set and back to partners. My relationship over the years, working with people, I've been able to build a relationship that I could always bank on. For example, if you watch the movie, the two actors that are there, Zaisha Joseph and Ikem Chudi is a veteran in Nollywood space. He's a good friend here in the States. I met him, and ever since I met him, we've been partners. We're working, tirelessly together on different projects. So my relationship with him is so fluid that he's there to make any of my dream come true. So when the script was ready, I pitched it up to him. I said, Chidi, I need you on this job. He was like, okay, Chris, I'll be there. Just tell me the date, I'll be there. Zaisha Joseph has been my partner that I've been working with it from day one, the day we met, and she's an actor, she's a producer, she's a writer, casting director, she's a production manager. She's like my backbone when it comes to production. I always go to her, and so when the script came out, I said, Zaisha, you're going to be on this, you're going to act, and she was like, okay, I'm ready. So I also pitched out to my other guy, Tohib. Alejo is a filmmaker here in the States, someone that inspired me a lot when I first came in. He was one of the guys that gave me that inspiration, that spark to, go on, embark on this journey. So these people were the people who made it happen. If you look behind the scene, you could see me doing a lot of technical things, but when it came to the due day, I couldn't do it alone. It's not possible. So my relationship with these guys is so important that I can't do anything without them. So it's the relationship that has kept us going. We have done a lot of projects together, and we'll still keep working together. So when it came to this project of making a movie without no money, they were the right people to call, and they were there for me. They made sure the job was done. They made sure they didn't take any dime from me. They came, they showed support. Alejo was behind the scene, was making sure every shot was done right. He was the sound man, sound supervisor. He was there directing. He was there making sure all the continuity, cutting them, prepping the actors. He was all over behind. While I was busy running around, he was just making sure everything was done. So my relationship with these three guys is the best relationship I've gotten, and this relationship have made me be able to make films and also been able to make this movie you just watched, ODABO.
Okay, so I'll firstly start with the director. let me first start by saying that the director, Christopher Nken Okafor, he is a phenomenal artist. And I say artist because he's so creative. He's not just a director, but he understands all the other aspects. He's a cinematographer, he's a gaffer, he's an editor. He edits all of his projects, and I think that that is just amazing, you know. And I know that I can rest assured when I'm on set with him that everything is going to be perfect. I don't have to worry about, oh, how do I look here, and is this perfect, and the camera this and the light this. I know that he's definitely got it under control, and I'm so grateful to have him a part of my team. In terms of the actor, funny enough, his name is Ikem Chude. Well, it's not funny that his name is Ikem Chude, but it's funny that when I was growing up in the Caribbean, I'm from St. Kitts and Nevis, by the way. It's a small twin island federation. But growing up, you know, walking through the streets of Bastia, which is our capital, you know, I would see people on this side of the street selling DVDs of all these Nigerian films. And that's how I first knew about Ikem Chude. I used to see him in all these films. I would watch him on the DVD player, and would you look at that? I'm working with him, you know, and I think it's just magnificent that we get to work together, that I grew up watching him on my DVD, you know, and he's an amazing actor. He takes his job very seriously, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, the cast, Zai and Ikem Chudi, we all know Ikem is a veteran. Everybody knows him, and Zai is a very passionate filmmaker too. She's someone that, the first day I met Zai, one of the first things I noticed was the fact that she could hold dialogue for a long time. And I admired that, because holding a dialogue is something separate. Like, you have to be talented enough for you to read the dialogue and you have it in your head even after like 2 hours after you have played around, and you still have it in your head. It's not easy. So we need to give kudos to people that do that too. So yeah, they are both great actors, and they are people that I would love to work with every single time.
I embarked on this journey. The first time the idea came to tell the story without nothing, I decided I just wanted to test myself. I wanted to stretch myself. You know, whenever there's challenge comes, I try to see how do I, you know, surpass the challenge. So I embarked on this project just to test myself, just to see how far I can go with the skill set I have, with the capacity I have. When I talk about capacity, I'm talking about the skill set, I'm talking about my team, I'm talking about relationship I have. You know, I have over the years built relationship with experts, professionals that are willing to work with me for free. I'm like, okay, Chris, we believe in you, we are in for this. So I embarked on this project just to see how I can tell a story and make a movie with no money. So I embarked on this project because I wanted to test my abilities. I wanted to just try to break the norm. I wanted to just try to see how I can, with everything I have, tell a beautiful story. So it was just for me a test of capacity. And at the end of the whole thing, we were able to achieve the test, because it was like a one-man thing, but I had people who were there for me to help me. But at the long run, it was just a test of the capacity I had within. And at the end of the whole thing, we were able to meet our goal.
Isabella, that of a foster girl, is coming out soon, and I worked with Chris and Okafor in it. A couple of good filmmakers, actors and actresses, wonderful cast and crew. You know, I love them. I think they are the best. So for all that, shouldn't be jealous. You know, so far Isabella is doing well in film festivals. Is won maybe like 10 awards so far, and we're still expecting more. And we'll see where God takes us from there. Is a pet project, a project that really very dear to my heart. It wasn't a movie that I planned to shoot, because I have about 12 scripts that I have, and I had a story that I want to shoot. But then one day I met this girl, and it was Father's Day. I wished her happy Father's Day, and she started cussing me out. I apologized, and finally we got talking. She told me her father raped her at the age of 11. And I went home that night, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I was restless, I wasn't myself. And I got up 3 a.m. and I started writing this movie. For 4 days I didn't come out until I finished, and that's Isabella. So I made this movie against incest, child abuse, child rape, child trafficking, sex trafficking, drug abuse, domestic violence, and promoting mental health. So I use one stone in this movie to kill many birds, to touch many topics so that we can affect some lives out there. A lot of children are going through this. They are being abused in their family, but the family members don't know the indicators to find out when a child is going through sexual abuse or child rape or incest. And most times this incest and child rape are being carried by family members and close friends. So people guard up when they see strangers, but with family members you lose your guard, and then those kids become vulnerable. So we just have to watch it, and in this movie we showed how people can find out the indicators and how they can be caught. And then when it comes to child trafficking, people traffic these children through customs and immigrations and they don't even notice. So how will they get to work to make sure that it is curbed, if not extinguished entirely, but at least limited to a minimal point? So that's it for them.
First, I'm gonna start by telling you about my most recent feature film. It's called Pot vs. Kettle. It is currently going through the film festival circuit. It has won many awards, many honorable mentions, and it has been selected for many prestigious film festivals. The film is about a Senegalese immigrant who is mistreated by his own Nigerian brother. And when I say brother, I mean brother as in black brother. And I think that is something that a lot of people would want to know about, because this is an issue that is mostly prevalent in the black community, where we tend to mistreat our own people, we mistreat our own selves. It's almost like a type of self-hatred. And I also play a significant role in that as well. I played Makeda, and yeah, that's my most recent feature film. I also have a few other feature films that I'm working on. I have probably about 3 of them that we're planning and we're trying to execute. We're trying to do the casting, the location, and all of that. And I think you should look forward to see what we have to offer, because we have so many unique and interesting stories to tell. I mean, the stories that I think that require me to tell them, and if I feel like if I don't tell them, no one else will. And I feel like the world needs to know who we are as a people. When I say people, I mean as a black community, but more specifically as someone from the Caribbean. I think that there are so many unique stories in the Caribbean, so many untold stories, and I intend to bring all those stories to light. So look out to see what I have to offer.
Currently, I'm working on a 10-episode movie, episodic movie that is coming out of a season that is 10 episodes. And aside from that, we just finished a movie called Adania Flatmates. And I have a lot of projects from my clients that have reached out to me that we're working on. So currently we have a lot of projects. And basically, I think many of them are just episodic. But I also have a feature film coming out soon that I'm working on with my team. You already know them right now. So we have a project, a feature film that we're working on, and also an episodic which has 10, and a season movie which has 10 episodes. So we're working on that right now.
Well, for upcoming filmmakers, I mean, I feel like even after you are at the top, you are still upcoming because you still have a lot to learn. I would just say keep striving, because people like us, to say the facts, I mean, we pushed ourselves to this limit, and it's continuous work, continuous meeting with people that are aligned in the way you think, not just because there are different kinds of people in different kinds of job. There are people that are serious with it and there are people that are not. So I just feel like just keep doing what you're doing and be serious with what you're doing and take the right steps and everything will be fine.
Well, one advice I will give upcoming actors and even filmmakers as well: if you don't love the business, if you don't have passion for it, forget it. If you're coming in for the money, forget it. Don't waste your time, just do something else. But if you love it, if you have passion for it, pursue it. Yes, it's going to be challenging, but don't look for the jobs first, because that's the mistake that a lot of people make. Preparation is key to manifestation. So a lot of people don't prepare. They don't get education. And the education mustn't be formal. It can be informal. You can go learn work with someone. Like me, I started behind the camera. A director brought me in. I was assisting him. Not formally, informally, washing his cars, reading scripts on the table. While I was reading it, I didn't know I was developing myself as a writer. I didn't know I was developing myself as a director, as a filmmaker. But I was assisting him when he's behind the camera, taking care of his stuff, And then he got me into the company. I came in as a production assistant. While I was working as a production assistant, I was assisting the script supervisor. I was learning it without knowing. Assisting the production manager, I was learning it without knowing. So before you know it, I start getting those jobs, and then they helped me. And now as a filmmaker, those experiences now help me. So first of all, you need money to pursue it. If there's something you can be doing on the side so you can have money and not be desperate to make it overnight, because you need to be trained. You need to have, the skills. To acquire the skills, you have to practice over and over. You keep doing it. A little while, you'll get better. Everybody have it in them, but if you love it, you have to start working on yourself. And those days, there's something I used to do when I go for auditions. I see myself as going for trainings, not going to get a role. So if I go to auditions, or maybe I may go with some friends and I don't get a role, and I'm happy, because what did I do? I went there to rehearse. I went there to practice, to sharpen my skills. And my friends will be depressed, and they look at me like, you don't get bothered, nothing affects you. You're happy. And they didn't get a role. I say, yes, I'm happy, because I'm better than I was before I went for the audition. So now when the rules start coming, I was prepared already, and I took the advantage. I took the opportunity. So the opportunity that could have been my stumbling block if I wasn't prepared became my stepping stone, and I took it. So that's the only advice I have for you. If you don't have passion, if you don't love it, don't come in. If you love it, if you have passion for it, get something on the side that can give you money, and then you pursue it. When you're pursuing it, if you're in for the long run, don't be in a hurry. Perfect your skills, work on yourself, start working with somebody. If you love cinematography, find a cinematographer, attach yourself, work voluntarily. You love acting, go for auditions. Keep going. Forget about the roles. Keep going. Aim for the roles, but at the same time, aim on perfecting your skills. If you get the role, it becomes additional. You don't get it, you then lose, because you sharpen your skills. So that's it. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best. Good luck as you pursue your dreams.
One piece of advice I'm going to tell any young filmmaker out there is very, very short and precise. Be passionate. Because along the line, it's going to be discouraging. It's going to be very, 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 very frustrating. I'll tell you for free. But the passion is the only thing that converts every challenge into an opportunity. So you have to be very, very passionate. Be dedicated, put in the hard work, but above all, passion. Passion, passion, passion. That's all I'm going to say. Because passion is just that thing that keeps you going. So if you have the passion and you're focused, definitely you can achieve anything. There's going to be ups and downs for sure, 100%, but just be passionate. Thank you very much.
How do people reach me? It's very simple. I'm an open book. Just type in Zaisha Joseph on Google, and you'll see my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my IMDb, everything, just about everything about Zaisha Joseph, and also Zaisha Joseph Studios as well.
Well, I guess they can reach me on Instagram at prince_tboy.alijo. That's my Instagram name. I don't really do social media like that, but I'm active on Instagram, and I guess you guys can see it scrolling on there. So yeah, you can reach me on that.
Okay, I'm on Instagram as Chude Ikem, my last name and my first name Chude Ikem, and then on Facebook I'm Ikem Frank Chude. On TikTok, I think Ikem Chude or something like that. And my YouTube is Ikem Chude. So other ones I don't really know. Twitter, I think my Twitter is Ikem_Chude. Yes.
Well, you could always reach out to me on my Instagram. I'm on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on Twitter. I'm trying to work out that with my media team. But I'm on LinkedIn, and if you type my name in Google, you could get more information about me. And if you want to reach out to me, you have your story out there, you want me to tell that story, you could reach out to me. Whatever story you have that you believe so much in it, you could reach out to me. Me and my team would give that story the visual representation you need. Believe you me, we know what we're doing, and we'll keep working out there to make sure we get the pictures and the story out there. So on this page, I'm going to be displaying my number, so you could always reach out to me. Thank you.